Right. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, online students. So class getting late because there is a checking for offline students. Okay, that's why 2-3 days class will be go start late. Okay. What we are discussing last class? Yeah, we completed basic Java programming elements. Shall we write notes for this? Okay. Program structure with all above programming elements. Program structure with all above programming elements. Module. Listen, first let me write. Module contains what? Package. Wait. Let me write, then you can copy. Package contain class. Class contain variables, blocks, constructors, methods, inner classes. Hey, someone lost their photos. Boys. Chota bacha photo there. Childhood photo. Check once. Hey, boys or girls don't know. Sai Chandan. Copy. Completed? Okay. Down, write down. Purpose of all above programming elements. Purpose of all above programming elements. Yesterday I gave you explanation. Na? So we'll write important notes part. Write down purpose of write down the purpose of above programming elements. The purpose of above programming elements. Okay, these are the programming elements we completed, right? Right. All of these points I have explained yesterday. So totally 4 slides are there. You need to copy, right? After writing, move it to next slide. Then left arrow, right arrow, 9 points. 3 slides up to 9 points. 5 minutes లో వస్తాను తెలుగునా 5 minutes లో వస్తాయి రాసు Right. So understand all points? Anything confusing? So Java supports all above programming elements for representing real world object in programming world and for implementing object oriented programming concepts by using Java language. According to object oriented programming, we must develop all programs around objects. What the meaning of around object? What is the meaning of around object? Around object. Around object. Chandramukhi is a movie shooted around one character, right? Aparachit. Okay, shooted movie around one split-minded personality, right? That means the story is going around one particular character, right? Kanchana movie shooted around one devil, right? Same way, object-oriented program means according to object-oriented programming, we must develop all programs around object. Means we have to find one real world object. For that real world object, I must write the program. That is the meaning of around. Okay. Now here there are two words are there. Point number one. What is the meaning of object and what the meaning of around the object? Object means person, animal, vehicle. All these are comes under object. Then what the meaning of develop program around object means? Simple. Bring its identity and store its values and perform its operations. Simple. So what is the identity of a HK? Faculty. What is the identity of you? What is your type? Identity is nothing but type. What is your type? Student. What is my type? Faculty. What is this electronic device type? TV. What is this electronic device type? Projector. Right? So now simply we have to find that object is of what type, that type we have to create, and its values I should store, and its operations I have to implement. If I write a program to represent one type of object, then its values and its operation, then we can say what? We develop a program around one object. That's what I have represented here. Then tell me, among all these programming elements, which are the main programming elements to create real world object in programming world? Three: class, variables, and methods. These three are important. Okay, next point, try to answer. Now, how many classes we should create now? Tell me, according to the project, how many classes I have to create? Class representing what? Object. As many different type of objects you want to create, those many classes. How many variables I should create inside each class? As many different values you want to store, those many variables. How many methods I should create? As many operations we want to develop, those many methods. Everyone understand? Right. So now look at here. This slide completed 5-6 points. Right. Right on 7th point. Completed? Okay. Now tell me, according to previous diagram, how many what do you call classes I should create? 6 classes. Okay, look at here. As per above diagram, we must create 6 classes. 1 second. I created a class with the name what? Person, animal, bike, mobile, laptop, bank account. Okay, by writing the classes like for each object separately, then inside this class person I am creating person class related variables and methods, animal class related variables and methods, bike class variables and methods. Okay, now I told you do some changes for the bike object. Then where will you go? To the bike class. In the bike class required changes you are doing. Any confusion? No. That means now by using the concept called class, we are clearly separated one object values and operations from another object values and operations clearly separated. In future, if you want to use only bike, can I use only bike or not? Yes. In future, if you want to do some changes in the bike, only I can directly go to bike and do changes or not? Yes. Next point, listen carefully. When we separate variables and methods of one object from another object clearly, for example, ATM you take. Now ATM has a cash, ATM has a operation. Now ATM cash and ATM deposit without operation, both we binded means connected and placed inside one dabba, one box. And it is clearly completely separated from the customer. Tell me, when you have clear separation from one object to another object, customer is a one object, ATM is a another object. Because we have the values of customer is clearly separated from the values of ATM, we got something called security. Can you directly go and take the money of the bank? No, you have to what to do? Via the card swiping only you can take. That means when I separate values and operations from one object to another object, automatically we will get what? Security. Security means what? We can stop other people to access my object data. For example, if I create bank data and person data both together, can person directly can take bank money na? I have only 500 rupees in my account, but I have direct permission because bank details are all values are created in my class. Can I directly go and take the values of the bank with even though I don't have money in the bank or not? Yes. Are you catching my point? So if I separate bank money from the customer person money, then tell me now, can I go to bank directly go inside and take? No. Security person with a what you call a gun is standing there and putting on your head, right? So there is a clear separation. So now because of clear separation, we got two further advantages. Number one, what you call a security, and also we will get code reusability. Okay, now once you create this animal class, I can use this animal class from any other classes easily. Yes, we'll get code reusability, security and code reusability we will get. Okay. That point I mentioned here. Observe, basically by using class we are binding properties and operations of an object as one group by separating from other objects properties and operations as shown above program, so that we will get what now? So that we will get security to object data and code security to object data, comma, code reusability. Code reusability with dynamic binding. What the meaning of dynamic binding? At this stage, you cannot understand. We will understand it later. Okay. So if you create the classes like this, what are we able to do? By using class, we are binding. Properties means values. Properties and operations of an object as one group by separating from other objects properties and operations as shown above, so that we will get security to object data and code reusability with dynamic binding. Binding means connecting. Dynamic binding means dynamically connecting. So that point I'll explain you coming classes. At this stage, you cannot understand. Right on this point. Completed? Completed? Hey, what are you doing, man? This much time you are writing. What way, what you are writing? What? So, that too, we, will. Read a sentence and write. Shall I move next point? Okay, tell me. With this knowledge, we have understood how to create real world object in the programming world. For that, we are having these are the programming elements. Now, let us try to finalize one small table here and we'll go for next points. Now tell me now quickly, what is the purpose of module? Programming elements and purpose. Now tell me, what is the first programming element? Module. Now, what is the module purpose? For grouping packages. Write down along with me. For grouping packages. Second conclusion point, package. For grouping classes. Third, now what is this? Class. What the use of class? For representing an object in programming world. Which object? Real world. RW means real world. PW means programming world. And also used for grouping variables, methods, block, constructor, block, and inner class as one unit of an object. Of an object. Completed. Next to fourth one, what? Variables. For providing memory to store and represent a value. A value of an object and operation. Completed. Fifth point is what? Methods. Now tell me what the purpose of methods. One second. Let's write first blocks. Blocks for initializing variables common to all constructors. Sixth, constructors also meant for initializing variables with specific logic. We have multiple, okay, with the different logics, with let us write like this, different logics. Okay, now next seventh one, what? Methods for, okay, representing an operation and implementing logic to perform this operation. Last eighth one, inner classes to represent inner object of an outer object. Sorry. Completed? Yeah, if not understand, leave it by. Don't worry about it. We'll understand again. This just introduction. Na? If you understand, you remember. If not understand, by heart and remember. How many points remember in your academics? You shown your talent, no? By heart, na? Tomorrow exam and today night, what you do? Open test paper and start. Right? Same way you by heart. Now I want to ask question. Ready to answer? Yeah. Yesterday we have understood with this vehicle example, right? Okay. Among all these programming elements, which programming element is mandatory optional? Shall we identify? Tell me now. Is module always mandatory? I want to develop a small program, Bujji program. Tell me, module required or not required? Not required. When module required for grouping packages. If you have so many packages, then module required to group. Okay. So get out. Module is not mandatory. Is a package mandatory? No. When package is mandatory, if you have multiple classes, then package is required. Okay. For grouping classes and separate them from other group of classes. Next, is variable mandatory? When in every program variable mandatory. If I have value to store, then variable required. I don't have any value to store, then variable required, not required, not required. Variable is optional. Okay, next. Block mandatory, optional. When variable not there, why block required? Block is meant for storing value in the variable, right? For initializing variables. Initialization means what? Storing. When variable is not there, block required, not required. Constructor required, not required. Okay, wonderful. They are also optional. Is method mandatory, optional? Come on. ఇప్పుడు 4 mandatory అని తిట్టిసొచ్చావు. ఓకే, right? I told variable mandatory, you scolded. Block mandatory, you scolded. Let me also choose method is also optional. అంతే కదా? Mandatory, optional? Optional. Why? If I want to perform some operation, then method is mandatory. I don't have any operation to perform, then method is mandatory, optional? Optional. Wonderful. Inner classes always optional. Inner classes are meant for representing inner object of an outer object. As outer object I don't have, then from where inner object will come? Now tell me, class is also optional. If class is also optional, why you are writing program, right? Right, my point. So tell me, if you want to write a Java program, which is mandatory? Class is mandatory. Okay, write on that point. Note, among among all above programming elements, sorry, class is mandatory for creating every program in Java, because Java is object-oriented programming language. Other programming languages, other programming elements are optional and mandatory, or either optional or mandatory, and depending on our project requirement. Okay, na? Okay, right. Now I am writing a class, a Zoom. Don't write. Just think. I'm writing a class. Up to now completed. Right. So that programming elements topic completed. Okay. So we have done with software is required to develop a Java program, basic Java programming elements and their purpose. I got clarity. So tell me, whenever you wanted to write a program in Java, what are the thoughts would come to your mind? You have to visualize these 8 programming elements. That's it. Okay, na? So when to use which programming element, you have to just question yourself. I need to write a basic program, then use class. In this class, I need to store values, then variables. And after storing value, after using variables, I cannot store value, I can allocate memory. Now I want to store values, then constructors and blocks. After storing values, I need to perform some operations, then what? Methods. This class representing object and I require to create some inner objects, then what? Inner classes. Okay, so and I have created so many classes. Now I want to group related classes, then what? Package. I created so many packages, I need to create related packages, then what? Module. So this is the way you have to deal with your projects development. Okay, na? Now programming elements completed. I gave you basic knowledge how to start writing the program. What are the required? You have to start writing program. For example, you want to ride a cycle. Directly can I give cycle and start asking ride? No, right? I have to explain the parts of the cycle. Na? That's what I completed first. Okay, this is called handle rubber. You have to hold it while riding. This is called brake. If anybody coming in front of you, should not hit him. So you have to stop the vehicle, stop the bike by using stop the cycle by using what? The brake. And this is a seat. You have to sit here. This is a carriage. You can carry your brother or sister if you have any. Okay, na? If you have any, right? Nowadays, no, na? Right. Why? Because we are getting marriage at 35 years to 40 years by seeing heroes, heroines. Right? Yes or no? Am I deviating from unnecessary things? Huh? Okay, I'll come back to that story in the coming classes. Okay. So today I want to complete hello world program. Then next. Now cycle, all parts are completed. Now it's the time you should start ride that cycle. How to ride that cycle? Now we are going to learn. That topic is what? Essential statements of Java program. What the heading? Essential statements of Java program development. Development. Why are you waiting? Right? Robos rabo. You are chitties. Compiler, compile and execute. Compile, comma, execute and display some message on console. So now moving to the next topic, very important. एक मिनट रुको. इच्छो. Today new topic, no? So new file. Oh, aisa na, aisa ne. This is yesterday discussion up to now. Notes pending, notes completed, right? So today we're going for new topic. Sorry. Essential statements of Java program development, compilation, comma, execution, and displaying some message on console. Okay, tell me, sir. I want to develop a Java program. Java program, if you want to develop, what is required? Class. Without class, can you write a Java program? No. Wait, heading completed? Wait, don't write. Let me complete explanation. Tell me. Now, I want to write what? Java program. Java program is nothing but class because Java is an object-oriented programming language. Nice. Then next. Now, class following by what? Some class name. class name. Don't write class name. Then you want inside the class, you want write what? Variables, methods, constructors, blocks, inner classes. Now I need to group all these members as one unit. For that, what I should write? Open bracket, closed bracket. Where I should write open bracket? In the next line, same line? Your wish. You can write in the next line or in same line. But if you write in the next line, you'll be considered as a Tumri Amiripet developer. If you write in the same line, you'll be considered as a experienced HK product. Tell me, you want to become Amirpet product or HK product? HK products are software engineers. Software engineers will write the bracket in the same line. Amirpet products will write the bracket in the next line. What is the difference, sir? Experience. Are catching my point? So you want to prove you are an experienced person working in company, write on bracket here so that interview feel, finally I got a person who knows Java. Okay, right. So if you write bracket here down, the Java developers look at your code and say, that is C programmer. You are an Amirpet developer. Okay, this is a C syntax carrying from C. Java people told us that write bracket here. So what is the difference? And let me tell you, my shirt tomorrow when I'm coming, buttons I'm wearing backside. Any problem? No problem, right? Any problem? No problem. But people feeling me as what? Persona, mad persona. He's a pagal Rababu, stay away from him, right? So if you write bracket here, you'll be considered as what? Pagal. If you write here, you'll consider as what? Normal person. That's only the difference. But compiler understand wherever you write. Okay, next point, right? So the essential statements to write a Java program. To write Java program, what we required? A class name, open bracket, closed bracket. All people understand the first point? Right. Second point. Then I want to compile this program. To compile, compiler software required what? A program with valid syntax. For example, I'm speaking in English now. So to you to understand, my statements must be followed with proper grammar. Na? Present tense, past tense, future tense, proper words, proper arrangements I have to follow. So if I'm not following zigzag way I'm talking, then finally you'll ask, hey, what are you talking, Rabbi? Right? That means what? Whenever you are speaking in one language, the other person should understand your language. So I am writing a class. Now this class is going to read, understand by whom now? Compiler. So compiler software will verify, have you followed the grammar in writing this program? Grammar is means what I told you yesterday, syntax. Yes. Syntax means what? First you have to write a class keyword, following by class name, following by open bracket, closed bracket. Did I follow the correct syntax or not? Yes. Now this program is compiled or not? Yes. Compiled successfully, and dot class file is also generated with required bytecode. Up to now understand? Next, tell me, can I execute this class? Okay, development completed, Java program development completed. The next what? Compilation completed. Next one is what? Execution. Tell me, Java program I want to execute. To execute Java program, there should be a starting point. Na? For compilation, top to bottom will be compiled and bytecode generated, stored in a dot class file. So tell me, inside this class, can I create n number of variables? Yes. Can I define n number of methods? Yes. Can I define a number of blocks or constructors or inner classes? Yes, my wish. Then if you write 100 members inside this class, from where I have to start the class execution, there is a confusion to the JVM. Compiler has a confusion or no confusion? No confusion. Why? Compiler will compile entire code and then convert it to bytecode and store it in a new file with a dot class extension. But JVM should start running your class. For running the class, there should be a one starting point. Array, let me give you an example. Now I am taking your house. Okay, your house is having one main door or many main doors? Hey, now come on. This side one door, this side one door, this side one door, this side one door. If you provide for all four walls, if you provide four doors, from which door I should enter into your house? First, I have confusion. Na? And second, now as a owner of this house, can you control the people who is coming inside house, going house? No. So anyone can come from any door, can take the things available in your house and run away from there, right? So tell me, for controlling the people come to the house, how many main doors you are providing? one main door only. Assume this is the main door. Then people are coming into your house from this door. Assume that you yourself, okay? Then after you entered into your house from this door, then tell me, inside this house, can I have multiple rooms or not? I can have multiple rooms. Okay, you are a rich person, so many bedrooms, so many rooms are there. Okay, then now tell me, each room will have its own doors or not? Tell me, into this room, okay, you can go happily. For example, I want to prepare the food, then I'll go to kitchen room. Okay, I wanted to prepare what, puja. I want to do some puja, go to puja room. I wanted to go to my bedroom to do, happily sleeping there, go to my bedroom, right? So now, what operation you want to perform, based on that you are going into the particular room and doing that operation and coming out. Hello, are you catching my point? Now tell me, each room is nothing but what? Method. M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6. And what? M7. So now JVM come to your class. Assume that this everything is what? Class. JVM come to your class. Then JVM look at these many methods, these many doors. Into which door, into which room should go? It has a confusion or not? That's why it is always searching for what? Main door. This main door is nothing but what? Main method. So every language, every programming language, C, C++, Java, .NET, Python. No, Python doesn't have main method, I guess, right? Directly we can run, because Python is not a just programming language, it is also scripting language. Scripting language that doesn't have starting point, end point, it's line by line, top to bottom it will execute. That's what the specialty of scripting language. So don't bring Python here. So if you take just normal programming languages, every programming language contains what? Initial point of execution. That initial point of execution is called what? Main method. So is it clear to all? So tell me, inside this class, you can define n number of variables, n number of methods, but JVM always searching for which method? Main method. Tell me, if main method is not defined in the class, can compile this program? If a main method not there in this class, can I compile this class? Yes, we can compile. Compiler software required starting point to execute a syntax sufficient. If you follow correct syntaxes to create this program, it's sufficient. It doesn't bother about further things. Okay. Next important point. Now I have defined main method. Inside the main method, I have to write the logic. Now main method is a method. Method is meant for performing operation. And tell me, what operation you want to perform here? First, I want to develop. Develop is nothing but class name, open bracket, closed bracket. Next up is what? Compile. For compilation, this program I have to create with the proper syntax, and then execute. For execute purpose, this class contains what? Main method. Yes, I also defined what? Main method. Then further, what is the operation I want to perform in this class? Display some message. To display, display means what? Display means what? Print. Now if you want to print some message on the console, again repeating, if you want to print some message on the console, what I required? Print statement. What I require? Print statement. In a C language, we have a print statement called what? Printf. Okay, na? In a C++, we have a print statement called what? Cout. In Java, we have one print statement called what? Println. Printf, cout, println. But Java is a function-based programming language, object-oriented. That object is created from where? Class. So what we required? Class and object. So this println is available inside one object called what? Out. So how to call println method? Can I call println method directly? No. Now you wanted to meet me. I am in this classroom. Means I am in this out object. Then you have to come from first floor, ground floor to the first floor to meet me, na? Right? You have to enter into this. Then that enter into is represented by what? Dot. All are catching up? Right. So println is the method or println is the function or method that will display the message whatever you are giving. But where this println is available? Not directly in the ground floor. Not directly available. It is available in the first floor. First floor name is what? Out. But where first floor is available? First floor. That means you have to come from the ground floor. Where this out is available, this out is available in the predefined class called what? System. System is a class. In that class, we have an object called what? Out. In that object out, we have called what? Println. So if you take C language, directly we will write what? Printf. Why? C is a structured programming language. Directly we can write functions and directly we can call functions. But Java is a object oriented programming language. As part of object oriented programming language, every method you must develop inside a class. And to access that method, we must define one object. So what is the object? Out. Where this object is predefined, where it is created inside a class called what? System. Then how, in order to access println, first I should go to which method? System. Then inside system, where I should go? Out. Inside out, where I should go? Println. That's why the full statement what created? System dot out dot println off. You have to write message whatever you want to display. Samajh mein aaya? Right. Now tell me, what are the essential statements required to develop, compile, execute, and display some message on the console? 3 essential statements. 3 essential statements are required. What are the 3 essential statements? Number 1, class. Number 2, main method. Number 3, system dot out dot println. Array, blind people, come on, reply. Blind people. Yes, small or capital? Clearly, I am typing here yes, capital letter. Some blind people, they will not see. And they will type what? Small s. And they will put message in the group. Hello, friends. This is error coming, friends. Help me, friends. Yes, capital letter, not small letter. Java is case sensitive. Class C, capital letter, small letter. But the people will write what? Capital letter. They where should write small letter, there they will write capital letter. Where capital letter to write, there they will write what? Small letter. And 1 second also they don't think directly. Take screenshot, post in the group, asking friends. Okay, worst fellows. Tell me, class is a small letter. Main method is small. System dot out dot println as a capital letter. Okay. Tell me, why these are essential? Tell me, everyone try to answer. Why class is essential? The class is essential for developing a program in Java. Why? Because in Java, we must develop every program starts with a class. Why? Because Java is an object-oriented programming language. What are you seeing? Right down everything I should tell you. I completed explanation, no? Before completing explanation, don't write. After completing explanation, write. Some spelling mistakes are there, correct yourself. Next, why main method is essential? The main method is essential for running a Java class. Running a Java class or a Java program. Every Java program execution, I can say main method is the initial point of class logic execution. Every Java program means JVM starts every Java program execution with main method. If a class doesn't have main method, what we cannot do? We cannot compile a executor. We cannot execute, but we can compile. Tomorrow is holiday. Next class is on Thursday. What will you do tomorrow? Praying to God. You got a holiday, so fully enjoying. Yeah. By tomorrow, admissions will be closed, and day after tomorrow onwards, we'll have only what you call paid students in the class. Okay. I mean, from Thursday onwards, we'll have only paid students in the class. From Thursday onwards, I will give you material, and how to use that material also I'll show you. Coming Sunday, you are going to have a lot of work at home. Okay. Don't plan anything. Sunday is a working day. So tomorrow is holiday. Tomorrow don't work anything. So tomorrow, Sunday, whatever you have planned, tomorrow you do that. Are you catching my point? Sunday is a working day. Don't no class. Physical class will not be there, but I'll give you full homework for 10 hours. 10 hours homework I will give you on coming Sunday. That's why Sunday is a full working day. Tomorrow you fully enjoy. Next. What happened? Hmm. Next, the system.out.println is essential for printing some messages on console. Console means command prompt. On console, command prompt window from the Java program. In Java, we have 3 print statements. Number 1, system.out.print of some message. System.out.println. System.out. C language method is what, buddy? Printf. Java also supports printf. System.out.printf. You have to pass 2 informations. Hyphen, comma, hyphen. Hyphen means what? Value. 2 values you have to pass. Among these 3, we will use println method as of now. Coming classes, I'll show you how to use print, how to use printf also. There is a lot of discussion. Almost these 3 statements itself take 3 hours discussion. A lot of points are there to explain. Completed? Okay. So today I would like to stop session here. Right on next steps to develop. Steps to develop a Java program to compile, compile, execute and display message on console. Sorry. Okay. So now we will continue this point from Thursday class. So if I start now, I cannot complete anyways. Yeah, I'll not teach advanced, only core Java I'll teach. Okay, so now any questions? Today, hope you understand all the points. Yeah, we almost entered into programming. Just one more step, remaining that we'll see on Thursday class. Okay. People who have joined today newly, already Srikanth sir has shared your previous recordings, and please try to join to this classroom. Yeah, there will not be recordings provided from my class. If you want recordings, join other batches. Okay, this is the classroom link. Online students, people who join today, you can join. And here you'll find yeah, you can find here payment. Let me delete all. So look at here. Course details and payment bank details you have here, account number and account type IFSC. So you can use both online transfer and Google Pay. And after your payment completed, you have to upload your payment screenshot to here. People who completed payment by today evening, you will get the new link by today evening 7:30. If you don't receive by 7:30, you can share your details. I mean, ping to Srikanth sir, already number given, right? So by 8:30, you try to ping sir. So sir will share you the details. Any questions, online students? Yeah, Divyansh, later you can understand, leave it. If you are having confusion, leave it. We are going to discuss each programming element separately. Okay. RW real world, PW programming world. That's all for today class, guys. See you on Thursday with payment link. Thank you. Good night.